First things to talk about when talking about cannabis are the effects on the mind and the body. And those effects come from a set of chemicals within the plant called cannabinoids. Now, there are over 100 different cannabinoids that have been discovered within the cannabis plant, but there are two main cannabinoids that are the most well known and the most abundant within the plant, and that's THC, or delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, and CBD, or cannabidiol. Now, these chemicals are able to work because of a natural system of chemicals and their receptors in our bodies known as the endocannabinoid system. Now, this system is present within almost all animals, including all humans, and it is present in anyone. Whether you've smoked before, ingested it ever or not, it's in everyone. And the way these chemicals work is by reacting with one of two different kinds of receptors. And there's the first kind known as the CB1, or the cannabinoid 1 receptor, and that's mostly concentrated in the brain and in the main central nervous system. The second type is the CB2 receptor, and these are also found in the brain, but they're more common in different areas outside of the brain, such as the immune system. Now, there are two main naturally occurring chemicals that work in conjunction with these receptors, anandamide and 2-AG. Anandamide is the chemical responsible for the euphoric, blissful feeling known as a runner's high, which actually has a kind of similar feeling to the effects of THC. THC, or delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, is not only the most well-known of all the cannabinoids, but it's the most abundant in the plant itself. THC is responsible for the psychoactive effects of the marijuana plant. This is because it acts on the CB1 receptors that are located in the brain and central nervous system. Because of the vast array and number of these receptors in the brain, in all different regions of the brain, there's a wide range of effects of THC, from elation to relaxation, sedation, even anxiety. It can cause your eyes to get red and your mouth to get dry. It can cause pain relief. It can also cause the slowed down perception of time. But one of the most important things to note regarding THC and these CB1 receptors is the complete lack of these receptors in the brainstem, or the part of the brain that is responsible for vital functions such as breathing. It is because of this almost complete lack of receptors in this part of the brain that overdose is virtually impossible. CBD, or cannabidiol, may not be the most abundant cannabinoid in the marijuana plant, but it is the cannabinoid that has the widest range of medical benefit. And it's also a cannabinoid that is non-psychoactive. This is because, unlike THC, CBD does not directly act on the CB1 or CB2 receptors. Instead, it has the ability to indirectly influence not only cannabinoid receptors, but also a wide range of other receptors in the brain, such as serotonin receptors, dopamine receptors, or opioid receptors. It is because of this wide range of receptors that it can influence that CBD has a wide range of medical benefits, ranging from anti-inflammatory, pain relief. It can cause cures for depression or anxiety, and it can also help relieve different addictions such as opioid addictions, pain relievers, or heroin. So in choosing a strain, it's important to consider the reasons why you're ingesting it in the first place. If you're looking for more of a medical benefit and you need to get through your day, or if you just don't like the effects of the THC, then you want to go with a strain that's really high in CBD, but it's going to be low in THC. Something like an AC/DC or a Remedy, or the most famous one is Charlotte's Web, which is named after a little girl for whom it was a miracle cure for her almost endless seizures. But if your aim is more recreational, then you're probably going to want to go with something that has a higher THC content and a lower CBD content. Something more like a Cookies Kush or a blue cheese or red dragon. For anybody who's a little newer to THC, who wants to try it out but maybe not so sure about the effects, they'd probably want to try something more like a 1-to-1, which is named because of its 1-to-1 ratio of THC to CBD, or maybe something else that has a 1-to-1 ratio, something like Pennywise. To summarize, cannabis acts on the body through chemicals called cannabinoids. The two main cannabinoids are THC and CBD. THC is the most abundant as well as the psychoactive cannabinoid, and CBD is the cannabinoid with the widest range of medical benefit and is non-psychoactive. Also, keep in mind the balance between THC and CBD when choosing a strain based on the effects that you desire. That's all for this episode. Don't forget to like and share this video. If you're interested in more videos regarding marijuana cultivation, and the push for legalization in all 50 states, subscribe to this channel. My name is Joe Millette. Now Millet's grow.